Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm I'm good.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, I'm Leo. You're
My name is
Giselle.
Giselle.
Okay. I talked to a lot of people and I just got off a call, didn't get a chance to look at your notes. What are we talking about? Sorry.
So I have an online business. I'm a hairstylist, and about a year ago, I started an online business for other hairstylists and beauty professionals to help them grow their businesses.
Okay.
It's a membership model,
Okay.
and yeah, that's basically it. I'm just working on growing it.
Okay. And how do you help them?
So my target demographic is independent hairstylists who have recently left commission salons and gone out on their own.
And work
And
from home, basically?
no, they don't work from home, but a lot of them rent their own suite, or like
Okay.
they're doing
Their
like
own
a booth
chair?
rent. Sorry.
Their own chair? Is that how it works?
They rent like their own suite. So they're
Okay.
running their own little business, or they're renting a chair. And a lot of them, like since they were working at commission salons for so many years, they're used to the salon doing all the marketing and everything for them. So they don't really have like a client acquisition process in place. They
Okay.
might have a lot of their own clients already, but if their books slow down or something like that, they don't know how to draw in clients. So what I teach them basically is like simple marketing strategies to draw in clients and to retain those clients, and basically everything that their salon was doing for them.
So they can do it on their own. And
Yeah.
that's a subscription model, you said?
Yes.
Uh, so it's monthly, so they can quit anytime.
Yes.
Okay.
I've
And
been experimenting with like different things, but that's just what I have going on now. I feel like it's the safest thing to just start out with at this point.
okay. And how long have you been doing that? And how many clients do you have?
So I have about 20 members at this
Okay.
point. And I've been really like focusing on it, I'd say, for about the last year.
Okay.
So obviously, my goal is to get um, a lot more members than 20. And I'd also like to introduce like a higher value offer, like probably $1,000 offer or something like that, and introduce that as well.
Okay. Um, okay. Are you getting reviews from your clients?
Yes, I've gotten a couple. They're all really happy. Like they all are really interested in the marketing aspect.
Okay.
And it seems like that's where like the most need is. So in the beginning, I was offering some other things. Like I was offering tips on technique and like other stuff. So after I started getting some reviews back, I kind of honed in on helping with marketing and marketing only.
Okay.
Um, but yes,
So,
that's what I've
so
gotten.
correct me if I'm wrong, but you're helping them by giving them instructions so they can do their own marketing. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. You don't offer a done for you program where you do the marketing on their behalf.
No, I don't do it for them.
Okay. Is that a possibility? Is that something you might be interested in doing?
Um, well, it's just me. Um, and I don't know if I have the capacity to
Or the bandwidth to do it?
write.
Okay. All right. I would suggest you look at that. And I would also suggest that you look at hire some VAs, virtual assistants, social media managers in the Philippines. You can hire a lot of expert pre-trained people to help you out. Their salaries is, 20% of what you're going to pay locally. And where do you live? Sorry?
I live in New York, New York City.
New York City. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, so a high profile city, you have profitable clients. Your clients have profitable clients. I mean, there's some major salaries in New York City. So you should be attracting high profile clients. And high profile clients don't mind paying as long as they understand they're going to deal with someone with credibility and a great reputation, right? So you're reaching, or you should be reaching, the higher end of the market. Um, did you do any research as to average sale that your clients?
Um, no. So there is a lot of potential for, a hairstylist to make good income in this industry, 6 figures, all of that. So the person I would be targeting would be a hairstylist who wants to make that much money.
Okay.
Or
Do you offer numbers like $500,000, $1 million a year, or do you give them a target to reach for?
yeah, the target would be like make, over like with this system, bringing in your own clients and, charging these prices, you could make over $100,000 per year. And
Right.
I did it myself too. Like when I'm a hairstylist and I did all this on my own. I have my own freelance business. So that's why I want to help other people,
Okay.
do the same thing.
Right. Okay. And is the model that the client always comes to the hairstylist, or is the hairstylist going to the client?
It would be the client coming to the hairstylist.
Right. Okay. I'm just wondering in Manhattan because of busy executives. I mean, Trump has his hairstylist come to him.
Mhm.
Everyone else that's high profile, they come to him, right?
Oh,
So
okay. Yeah.
so is maybe you should look at that model as well. Um,
Okay. Like the really high end
yes,
hairstylist.
yes.
Okay.
And have you thought about franchising as well? Have you looked at
Yeah.
branding and differentiation?
So I have thought about taking like the program that I offer and kind of packaging it up, in a certain way and then selling it to salons as a training program. I've I don't know if that would qualify as like franchising, but I've thought about doing that because that I think would be more profitable than just trying to get like one member in at a time.
Yeah, one member in at a time is not a good use of your time.
Mhm.
Um, so um, we met on TikTok, is that correct?
Oh yeah, I found you on TikTok.
Okay. So are you using TikTok? Are you getting a lot of clients from TikTok?
Yes, that's like so the way my sales funnel, I guess, works is I have a TikTok. I post a lot of stuff on there, and then I have an email list that and a lead magnet that hairstylists subscribe to, and then from there I talk to them more, and then usually people opt or sign up to my program.
Okay. And how much is the program?
It's $11 a month.
Ooh,
I know that's what everyone says.
ooh. I mean I mean you're kind of using the Google model where you do a lot of work for them for free, then they can't live without you and they keep subscribing to higher,
Mhm.
which is a good model. 11 is kind of a strange number.
It used to be 10 and then it was 14. And right now I just put it at 11 because I plan on raising it to I'm gonna I think raise it to like 1997. Um,
Oh,
around
I, I
$20.
I think you're cheating yourself. I think you should be at least 50, if not 500. Um, because if someone is not willing to pay you at least $500 a month, it means that, are you familiar with the Martha Stewart story?
Um, all I know is that she went to jail.
Yes,
I don't know anything else.
but before she went to jail, her and her friend, I forgot her name, were great at baking pies. And they said, well, let's try and sell these pies. They went to a flea market of all places to sell pies. So I think they started with, $2 a pie or something. People walking by, people look at it, nobody buys anything. They said, well, maybe it's the price. Maybe we should try $3, then $4, then $5.
Mhm.
Nobody bought anything. They said, well, it's almost the end of the day. Let's put $10 on it. They sold out
Oh,
at
okay.
$10. It's the same freaking pie at $10 as it was for $1, but they sold out at 10, they sold 0 at 2. Okay.
That is
Understand
the
what I'm trying to
advice.
say about your
Yes.
pricing?
Yes. And that's the advice that I keep getting. Um, I think the only reason I'm nervous, and I agree, like I completely agree. And I think that what I'm offering is higher value than what I'm charging. I think the only reason I'm nervous is because I'm worried that because the people who are paying for this program, they're in a position where they have a lot of other startup costs.
Yeah.
They're moving into a new, they're usually in a position where they're moving into a new studio or booth, and they're trying all these things. So I'm worried that they just won't pay for it.
Yeah. So, I mean, I understand your pain. I understand your fear. What you can do is keep the people that you have at that rate, keep them there, grandfather
Mhm.
them in. But any new people to come in at $49. But here's the problem. I'm trying to read between the lines, and I'm looking at your body language, and I'm not seeing you delivering your worth. I understand you're not delivering, a pitch to me. I'm not one of your clients, but your body language is betraying you, right?
Oh, okay.
If and I'm all about subliminal messaging and branding and differentiation, and you need to watch some of those videos. But it's all about how you position yourself. If you position yourself, well, I'm not sure that you can afford me, but you should consider me, right? And I know you have many other costs. That's the wrong place for you to be at.
Mhm.
Okay. What you need to
Yeah,
do is
okay.
what you need to do is say, I understand you have a lot of other costs, but if you don't want to lose your shirt, you better do some aggressive marketing. You better do some differentiation to make sure you don't go bankrupt like everyone else.
Yeah. And I
Okay.
agree with that. Like that, I do agree with that.
Okay.
So, okay, I think I need to work on just my mindset. I think I'm just afraid that because it's my own industry, that if someone goes through it and they're unhappy in some way, that I don't know. I need to just think about what's holding me back, I guess.
Okay. Can I explain what's happening here?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. You're using the female mindset. I hate to play that card. I really hate to play that card. And my ex-girlfriend, the love of my life, had the same mindset. And we used to have some really intense conversations because she was a brilliant person. And I still communicate with her. She actually sits on a couple of boards. You know why? Because I forced her to. Otherwise, she would undersell herself. She would cheat herself. She's brilliant. I mean, she's worked for, major multinational corporations, and she would always undersell herself. Okay.
Hmm.
I don't want to get too deep into this. We only have 30 minutes, but you're doing the same thing. Okay. Now, I'm going to be a little harsher on you. Please don't shoot the messenger. The reason why there's a pay gap, why is there a pay gap between male and female?
Because women don't know their worth. And I think that they aren't confident negotiating salaries as much as men are. And basically, just it comes down to confidence. That's
Exactly.
it.
And a statistic that kind of blows my mind is that women need to have almost 100% of the qualifications listed on the job profile. Men need what? What percentage?
Probably a fraction.
60%. Okay. So men only need 60% of the qualifications. They will apply, they will take a chance, they will win people over, they will get the job. The woman doesn't. Okay. The woman doesn't. Men take more chances, they get more rewards. I mean, look, I mean, women are, I believe, are better, country leaders. If US has a female president, they wouldn't be screwed up. If Canada had, a female prime minister, we wouldn't have a corrupt prime minister right now. I believe women can be better leaders. And yet, what is the male-female ratio in terms of multinational corporations? It's like 90-10 because women underrate themselves. Okay. And you're doing the same thing with your own company.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay.
I think I am. That's
So,
really good feedback.
so what you need to do is your your alter ego, his